In this lesson, we are going to create classification models on our training dataset. So what is classification and classification models? Classification is a process of classifying or categorizing data into given number of classes. Classification model is based on same process wherein the model draws conclusion from input data provided for training and then predict the class of new data. We have three types of classification. First is binary classification. Binary classification is the one where our target variable has only two classes and it needs to predict either one of two. Okay. Second is multi-class classification. This is where when your target variable has more than two classes and at a time each record corresponds to one class. The third is multi-label classification. This is where when you have multiple classes but a record is mapped to multiple outcomes at a time. So in our data set, we have column drug as the target variable. So if you look at the data of this variable, then we have drug type Y, C, A, B, so which is more than two classes. So in our case, this will fall into category of multi-class classification. Some of the most popular classification algorithms are random forest, naive Bayes, decision tree, gradient booster tree, linear support vector machine, logistic regression classifier, and one versus rest. So these are the most popular ones for classification problem. In our demonstration, we are going to create three classification models which will be using random forest, decision tree, and logistic regression. So now let's see how to do the practical implementation of building and training these models. So back to our notebook. Now we are going to build and train classification models. Before we do that, we are going to validate our target variable. So if I select my target variable, I can see that my target variable is a label value as well. It's not a numerical value. So my machine learning algorithm is not going to understand this. So I also need to convert this to a label index to build my model. So what I'm going to do is, we already have imported the string indexer library in previous lesson. So I'm going to use the same and I'm going to pass input column as drug and output column as drug index. Okay, so I have provided my input and output columns. Okay, now I am going to fit this on my data set. Okay, and then I am going to transform it. So if I check my drug column now, okay, and I will select distinct values. So now my drug column label values are also now converted to index. Okay, so this is also now suitable for model training. Now I am going to create my first classification model, that is random forest classifier. Okay, to build this I am going to import the random forest classification library. So from pyspark.ml.classification import random forest classifier. This is imported. Now let's define the properties of it. So so the first input to our classification model will be our features column. Okay, so we will provide that, and the name of our feature column was same, so we will provide this. For target variable, which is also called as label call in Spark, we will provide our drug index. So this is our target variable. So this is the data with which we are going to train, and this is the outcome we are trying to predict. Now apart from these two inputs, there are some algorithm specific inputs as well, which can be provided to train a better model, to hyper tune it or to optimize it. So in random forest classifier, I am going to define number of trees equals to 5. Okay, now let's run this. Oh, sorry, I forgot a comma. Okay, this is fine now. Now we are going to transform and fit it. So my model will be, I am going to fit this object to my final data set. Okay, this will give me my random forest model, and I can validate this. So we have a random forest classification model created. Okay, now let's make predictions with this model. So how we can do that is, I just have to transform my data using this model, and that will give me predictions. So let me name that as RF predictions data frame. So what I can do is take this model and transform my data with it. So I have my predictions. Let's see that. Okay, so now if you see, you have 3 additional columns which was not part of your data. One is raw prediction, one is probability, and one is prediction. So whenever you run or create any model, whenever you build and train any model in Spark, and when you transform its output, you will get 3 columns: raw prediction, probability, and prediction. Let's see each one of these one by one. Okay, so let's talk about prediction first. Okay, so this prediction column is basically nothing but the predicted drug outcome. So we provided that for this data, my drug index is this. Okay, 0.0. This is the actual output which worked. Now I have created and built a model, and that has given me a prediction in index again. So this is the prediction for drug column. Okay, the outcome column. If I talk about probability, so probability is a vector column. Okay, now we are not able to see this correctly here. Let's do collect. Okay, so if you see, probability is a vector, and you can see that it has 5 values: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this telling you is, this is telling you the probability of each category value of drug index. So you have got a prediction from this model with which probability this prediction has come. This is what this column is telling you. So we can use this in model evaluation later, but this is how probability is coming and showing you the outputs of that, with what probability this is sure about this particular prediction. Now let's talk about raw prediction. So raw prediction is also a vector column. So okay, this is again a vector column which is telling you the count of the instance labels at tree node which makes the prediction. So this is your raw value against which the prediction with the required and assumed probability has happened. So these are the columns which will be very useful when you will try to evaluate some certain matrices which are required to evaluate model performance. And this is how they work. The actual prediction still stands with your prediction column only, and this is the additional info which helps you figure out that how your model has evaluated an outcome this particular prediction value to you. Okay, so we can remove this for now. So this is how we have trained our random forest classification model. Now just one more thing to add here is you have got your prediction in form of index. Now if your data set is huge, and even in this data set you will not be able to make sense of these final prediction numbers in index. So what we can do is we can convert this prediction back to label, okay, in this data set. How to do that? We need to import one more method. So the method is now imported. Now we need to convert these index back to string. So what I can do here is I can specify an object lc just like that, and I can use this method index to string. In this method I will provide my input column, and that column will be prediction. Okay, I will provide my output column, and that will be prediction label. Okay, now I need to tell this method how to map this index to respective label, okay, because it does not know which index to map to which label, it has just predicted it. So what we are going to use is, in the previous step when we converted this target column to index, we are going to use same mapping which we used previously. So what we are going to do, the mapping which we used to convert drug column to drug index, we are going to use the same mapping here. Okay, so labels equals to this dot labels. Then we are going to transform this data, okay, and then if I view the data, so you can see that now I have an extra column prediction label, and it tells me that 0.0 means drug Y. Okay, so this is the complete way to build and train a classification model. If in case your target column is already numeric, then you don't need to do the step to convert it into index and convert back that index to label for your predictions. You can skip that. But if it is a label value, then you need to do it. Okay, so we have trained and built our random forest classification model. Similarly, we can train the decision tree classifier. For that, you will need to import the decision tree classifier library. Okay, so let's import that from pyspark.ml.classification import decision tree classifier. Okay, so what we can do here is, again we will decision tree classifier, create an object, use this method and we'll pass the parameters. So again our parameters, two parameters will be same. Okay, that is features and target column. Okay, apart from that, decision tree also has some algorithm specific attributes which you can use to tune and pass it. For now we will not specify any and we will run this. Then now we are going to fit and transform this. So decision tree model equals to, and we are going to fit it on our base data set. So decision tree model is created. Okay, we have decision tree classification model created. Now let's make predictions with this model. So decision tree predictions data frame equal to, use this model to transform our data set. Okay, and then see the data. So again we have predicted the outcomes and probability using decision tree classification model. This time we have got the same three columns: raw, prediction, probability and prediction. And similarly in this case as well, we can go back and we can convert this indexes to label for predictions values as well. So I am going to do that. So for that again we will just use index to string method. Okay, and the labels will again be sim.labels. Only the data frame will change to decision tree. Okay, so now for decision tree as well, we have prediction label against the prediction. Similarly, we are going to train our third model, that is logistic regression classification. So for that as well, we are going to import the respective library. So from PySpark.ml.classification import logistic regression. Okay, this is now imported. Again we will define inputs and algorithm specific attributes. So for input it will be same, features column and label column. Okay, now for logistic regression as well, there are a lot of algorithm specific attributes which you can provide to tell the model to how to train it. So I can specify few attributes: maximum iteration, reg parameter, okay, and elastic net parameter. Okay, now run this. Now let's build our model by fitting this object to our data. lr.fit model is created. So we now have logistic regression classification model created. Okay, so what we can do is we can get the predictions by transforming our data with this model. So what we can do is lr model or lr predictions data frame is equivalent to my model dot transform my data set. Okay, then view. So I have got my predictions and probability with logistic regression classification this time. Okay, now again I will convert this prediction index to prediction label. For that we will use index to string again. Okay, and run this. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now for logistic regression model as well, my predictions are converted to my prediction label so that we can easily read it. So with this we have completed the build and train of all three type of classification models: random forest classification, decision tree classification, logistic regression classification. One point to add here, that while we have build and train our models, we have provided some algorithm specific attributes, some mandatory required parameters, and these are different for each model. What we need to note here is that this is not only what Spark has to offer. Okay, so to check what exactly and what all options are available, what you can do is go to Spark API, okay, and go for latest one. In API docs, go to Python because we are using PySpark. Now here, let's say you are trying to train a random forest model. So search for that class. Okay, this is the class we used. Click on this. Now when you go to this and read this complete API document, this will tell you that what all inputs you can pass. Okay, what all you can control while you are training this model with this particular ML algorithm, and how you can actually pass those inputs, how you can use those methods and parameters which are allowed. Everything you can find in this API docs. And similarly, if you check for decision tree classifier, okay, so even for decision tree classifier, similarly you can find everything here. So whenever you are doing training on actual data and you want to see different results, or you want to tune, you want to provide some more parameters, you want to tell some inputs to algorithms that this is how please train my model, then you can provide those inputs as parameters, and you can figure out what those are, how to provide it, and how they will derive by these API docs. So these API docs reference are the best reference when you are trying to train and you are trying to figure out what can you do exactly with your model. Okay. So with that, we have completed our module 2, where we have build and train 3 classification models. Now before we go ahead with module 3, I am going to do one more thing here. I am going to save my models and its output predictions into the storage bucket so that I can reference it for next modules without rerunning this thing again and again. Okay, so let's go back here, go to our bucket. This is the bucket we created last time for our dataset. Create a folder, model, and create another, model predictions. Okay, take this folder, and here we are going to save all our model files. So our random forest model file was RF model, and our decision tree was DT model, and logistic regression was LR model. So for our random forest model, we will write and save. We'll provide our bucket path, and we'll give rf model dot sav. Sav is the extension for this model files. For decision tree model, we'll do write, save, again the bucket path, and this time dt model dot sav. Similarly for logistic regression model, write, save, and lr model dot sav. Now let's run this. Okay, now let's go and validate, refresh this page. So all our models are now saved here. Okay, now we are going to do the same thing for our model predictions. Copy this path. So for random forest model, our predictions was RF predictions DF. For decision tree, it was DT predictions DF, and for logistic, it was logistic predictions DF. So okay, so now we are going to write RF predictions DF, and we are not going to write it in CSV format. We are going to write it in Parquet format to store it, because this has vector columns and array tables. So CSV is not going to accept that. So copy this path. Okay, and RF predictions. Similarly, we can do for decision tree predictions, DT and DT, and similarly we can do for LR model. LR model has a bit different spelling due to mistake, so we'll use this and this. Okay, now let's try to write this. Okay, the data is now written. Go back, refresh this page. Okay, so all the three prediction outputs are also written, so we can validate it. So we can see our data is there. Okay, let's proceed with next module, model evaluation now.